UFC President Dana White did not mince his words when addressing YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul as their feud continues. Paul has turned heads in the fight world in recent months after victories in the ring over veteran NBA star Nate Robinson and more recently, a first-round stoppage against retired UFC fighter Ben Askren. With everyone having their own opinion on Paul's moves in the boxing game, the outspoken YouTube star has had some social media scraps with White. The UFC boss bet $1 million that Askren would beat Paul in their recent boxing match, and although a bet was never formally made, it was the latter who came out on top in emphatic fashion. Since his victory, Paul has continued to agitate professional fighters in both the boxing and MMA world and most recently squared up with UFC legend Daniel Cormier. He later took to Twitter to claim that White does not pay his UFC fighters enough for stepping in the octagon, and White responded by giving him a warning. "I hate the dildos who pop in here and say, 'Hey, pay Jake Paul.' I hate them worse than I hate Jake Paul. Listen, the kid is making money and makes people care. He makes people give a shit. I don't hate the kid, I know people are very excited for the day when he gets clipped and gets knocked out. It is coming. His 15 minutes are nearly up, but the kid is going to make some money. Good for him." This is not the first time that White has addressed Paul's recent impact on the fighting scene. The 24-year-old American YouTuber claimed that the bout with Askren generated 1.5 million pay-per-view buys, but the UFC Supremo wasn't buying it. Askren made a flat fee of $500,000 for the fight, plus his share of the PPV, with a host of MMA fighters now calling Paul out for a boxing bout. White had his say on Paul's boxing career after Kamaru Usman knocked out Jorge Masvidal at UFC 261 before questioning whether the Askren fight truly generated the numbers Paul claims. "There is a market for that. That's not what I do. People want to see that. This kid's gonna make a couple bucks before this ride's over, and it's just not what I do. And the numbers that you're hearing that they did are full of shit. They're full of shit. They didn't pull those kind of numbers at all, not even effing close." What do you think about Jake Paul? Do you think his time is up and about to get knocked out soon like White claims? Do you think he's the next big thing in the fighting scene? Let's have a conversation in the comments below. Peace.